This one's a rough one. Hi there, I'm Rex King, and today we're talking about the new Christmas action movie, Red One. So, Red One was directed by Jake Kasdan. I apologize if I mispronounced that name. And basically, it is about Santa Claus, being played by J.K. Simmons in this film, being kidnapped, and it's up to his head bodyguard, played by Dwayne Johnson, and a renegade tracker, played by Chris Evans, to save him and save Christmas as a result. This film should have been fairly easy to execute. It's an action movie at Christmas, starring a lot of big names. However, the execution of this particular film is lazy as all hell. Seriously, this film does nothing to set itself apart from any other cheesy action movie. And what's worse is I didn't really care about what was going on. The film tries to add some heart and some moments about what Christmas truly is and what they see in people and inner childhood and all that stuff. Problem is it doesn't stick the landing, doesn't actually focus on that, and instead tries to focus on this convoluted action-adventure plot line where they're just going from location to location to try to find Santa Claus. And that would be fine if the action scenes were interesting, but they aren't. Now, I do want to bring up that the creature designs in this movie I actually thought were pretty cool, and I kind of enjoyed them, so that's not the problem. The problem is that this movie doesn't know how to stick the landing. It just doesn't know what it's trying to do. And it's just one random set piece followed by another random set piece. And there are times where the film has obvious decisions for the characters to make, and they don't make them. For instance, our main character, who is a tracker, and his basic skills are computer tracking and being able to find people using tech know-how. He also has a couple sleight of hand skills. He is okay as a combatant, but he has no experience dealing with the mystical realm. So after the first scene that takes place in Aruba, after that scene, he becomes useless. For the rest of the movie, he has no purpose. You could have cut him out, and honestly, it would have been fine, and you could have just had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character going off on his own. But because he's played by Chris Evans, and because you put so much stock into this character, trying to build him up using cliche after cliche, they had to keep him in the film and make him shoehorned into certain scenarios that he keeps making worse because he doesn't know how the mystical world is supposed to operate, so he doesn't know what he's doing. And none of the other characters just, hey, we used him to get this far, we're starting to venture into territories that he's not going to be helpful to us. And instead of doing that, they decide to continue to bring him around for the ride. I don't get this. I don't get a lot of the character decisions or really any of what this story was trying to do, and it just fails so miserably. And that A-class talent that they got, with the exception of Chris Evans, everyone in this film feels like they were here for the paycheck and did not care at all for the script, so they phoned it in or overperformed and just didn't care. Chris Evans is the only actor who wants to actually try to inject some energy into this film, and he actually is the only one who seems to be delivering a really decent performance. Everyone else is definitely not really there. They just clearly are here to get a paycheck and leave. Honestly, this film is frustrating because I do see some potential here. The music's not bad. The character designs, again, are pretty cool. But everything else this movie tries to do is just so bad. At the end of the day, Red 1 is just not worth the time. There are better Christmas action movies, and if you're looking for a Christmas movie to bring your family to, there's infinitely better movies than this one. So I'm going to give Red 1 a 3 out of 10. The only reason it's not a 2 or a 1 is because I do think that there was some effort put into it by some people, but clearly not enough. Anyway, that's my opinion on Red 1. What do you think about it if you've seen it? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.